It's been more than a decade since Lexus gave us a completely redesigned LS. And by us, I mean certain people who can afford a 17-foot-long sedan with shiatsu massage. I'm Clifford Attia with CarGurus. This guy is the 2018 LS 500. Now, the LS has always been the best Lexus, but in recent years, all of its major competitors, Mercedes, BMW, Audi, and now Genesis, have moved on with fresher designs and superior technology. Lexus has caught up with this fifth-generation LS, but in many ways, this car does luxury in its own way. You'll either love this grille or you'll hate it so much you'll protest against it in the street. But you can't deny it's distinctive. After all, no other car company puts hundreds of triangles on the front of their cars. I like it. And Lexus has actually toned down this front end compared with its other sedans, the GS and IS. There are just enough cuts and creases without looking freakish. Since this is the F Sport, it has a black grille with different textures and shapes, black trim surrounding it, and resculpted air intakes. On the F Sport, the 20-inch wheels are staggered, with wider tread in back than in front, where the brakes are a whopping 15.7 inches in diameter. To put that into perspective, a full-size Ram 1500's brakes are only 14.9 inches. The rest of the body is smooth, elegant, and more subdued than the front end. At some angles, though, the LS resembles a longer Toyota Avalon. Inside, it's no ordinary Toyota. In our F Sport, these tomato red seats and soft micro suede inserts are one of just 2 color combinations you can order. With this trim, Lexus wants it to feel sportier, like a Mercedes AMG, so it replaces all the wood with aluminum on the doors. Lexus also layers and stacks all the materials to play around with your depth perception. It's not ordinary, and nothing is flat. Look how this black leather overlaps the aluminum, which overlaps the micro suede fabric. Trace the curved stitching to the armrest, and it appears to float away from the door panel. Thin aluminum slats trace the entire dash. The cowl over the instrument panel is arched like a roof. The center screen is deeply recessed, and the center console separates itself with these beveled edges. There's a lot of visual stimuli going on here, and even more so if you order the regular LS 500. You can option one of those with handcrafted origami fabric on the door panels, laser-cut Carico glass, and all this wild-looking wood and herringbone pattern. In our F Sport, though, it doesn't come with any backseat amenities like backrests that recline 48 degrees, because this is meant to be more of a driver's car. But its backseat is enormous, and there's a button for the right passenger to move the front passenger seat all the way forward. Seriously, you could rent out this space on Airbnb. Outward visibility is no problem. And the trunk offers 17 cubic feet of space, more than enough for your golf clubs. Of course, the material quality is top-notch. What's not is this touchpad, or the infotainment system it controls. They're just wonky to use. Pinching to zoom on the maps or inputting an address, that's easy. But try to navigate between the left, center, and right portions of the screen without clicking on the wrong thing. It's just frustrating. You can adjust the touchpad sensitivity, but it never feels natural, and there's no touchscreen. You want to adjust those 28-way power seats? You've got to bury yourself into all these sub-menus just to change the headrest, the thigh bolsters, or even the heating and cooling. And the graphics look dated. They're not as eye-popping or high resolution like those you'll find in a 7 Series or an S-Class. Same with the instrument cluster. It looks straight out of the compact IS sedan. But the instrument cluster does offer some tricks, like a tachometer bezel that slides to the right to reveal another screen that shows nav, audio, and other functions. And the tach will flash as you near its 6,400 RPM redline. The navigation system lets you program custom routes, meaning you can check traffic on roads that you choose, rather than ones the car would pick. The climate control also syncs with the heated steering wheel and the seats to perfectly adjust the temperature. Want spinning 360-degree exterior views? Got 'em. In-car videos within the digital owner's manual? Yep. Even the volume knob is unique. It's placed within a knurled metal dial, so you can easily tune a radio station without moving your hand. And once you crank it, be prepared. Our car has the Mark Levinson Quantum Logic Immersion Reference System, which means it'll blow out your ears with 23 speakers and 2,400 watts of sound. It's among the best stereos I've ever heard. When I first goosed the gas, I thought, man, this is a nice V8, but it's not a V8. Under the hood is a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 with 416 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque. Paired with a 10-speed automatic, it is plenty quick and very smooth. It snarls pleasantly under acceleration, but otherwise, the LS500 is utterly silent at all cruising speeds. The LS500H is even more so. I've tested that hybrid powertrain in the new LC500 Coupe, and thanks to 354 combined horsepower and 2 electric motors, you're not sacrificing much performance. Our LS500 came with rear-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive is optional, even on the hybrid. I can't believe how fun this big Lexus is to drive. The S-Sport comes with adaptive dampers, but our car also has a performance package that adds active anti-roll bars to keep the car more level through turns, and variable gear ratio steering, which makes it easier to whip around at lower speeds. It also has rear axle steering, which makes the LS feel like it's a couple feet shorter than it is. Around sharp corners, I can feel the rear end rotating inward, making everything feel sharper. And on top of that, we've got an optional air suspension that provides a creamy ride. Plus, it'll raise itself when parking to make entering and exiting the car easier. Yeah, that's a bit rich. But the F-Sport is truly a driver's car. The braking and handling let this heavy car do things a Lexus has never done before. It's right up there with the best from Germany. Fuel economy is high for this segment. The EPA rates our rear-wheel drive LS500 at 19 miles per gallon city, 30 miles per gallon highway, 23 combined. I've been averaging about 22. The hybrid gets 25 city, 33 highway, 28 combined. All-wheel drive models knock those figures down a couple notches across the board. Lexus Safety System Plus comes standard with automated emergency braking, pedestrian detection, lane keep assist, and adaptive cruise control. Our car has another $3,000 in option that includes semi-automated controls that can center the car while you're on marked highways. It also includes rear pedestrian detection and can automatically brake the car while you're in reverse. The Lexus LS is a value, really. At $75,000, it starts $15,000 less than a base Mercedes-Benz S450. The hybrid is just under $80,000. The S-Sport, $81,000. Our car was fully loaded at $101,675 with destination. Load up a regular LS500 and you'll near $110,000. Yeah, that's expensive, but you're getting every single option and luxury imaginable. Try matching that price with an S-Class, A8, or a 7 Series. The 2018 Lexus LS500 is totally worth the money. Its performance matches, and in many cases exceeds that, of the best full-size German luxury sedans. The infotainment system, though, is a bit old and dated, and that could be a deal breaker, but its technology and interior style are so very unique and different. And in this category of cars, that's a hard thing to do. For full details, check out my full review at CarGurus.com and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.